So thanks. Um, I guess a few comments maybe first. One is that this particular technology that we see here has been developed by the visualization group here at Cal IT, now the Qualcomm Institute. And it's principally been developed for scientific visualization as well as advanced conferencing and multi-point conferencing, and essentially establishing local or network conversations around big data sets and big visualization sets. But as is always the case in the arts, artists often look at a technology and ask the most interesting and sometimes the most impossible questions of a new technology. And I think that this piece and also this whole series of events taking place in the VROOM this spring and this summer are a good case in point of artists asking interesting, difficult, and sometimes previously imponderable questions of new technologies.
I am a second-year sound design MFA here at UCSD. I got my undergrad at Purdue in computer science. So I do a lot of this cross-pollination of sound exploration and computer programming. So, for example, I'm also involved with graphics research here at Cal IT too. I guess now Qualcomm Institute, although not officially. That's a couple days away, right? I guess I don't know. And so what I'm doing is this is an engine I made. It's just an OpenGL engine that's on my computer, and it's separate from all this. And so I'm involved with research of networks, graphics rendering, and then beyond that, there's a Kinect here. This is pretty. People use the Kinect a lot. This is an Xbox gaming device. You know, it tracks users and just gives you the data, and it gives you the data pretty quickly. And so you see up here, I am tracking myself, and I'm tracking my hands. So it's my left and my right hand. Each hand has a different amount of balls on it. No, it's okay. And it's a gravity algorithm, so it's just things are gravitating around. These balls are gravitating randomly. You'll see them gravitate towards people, like the blue balls in the background gravitate towards people over an amount of time, and the white balls just gravitate towards your hands. And the idea that we were going for this piece a lot was just sort of like an immersive exploration. And this is a very preliminary presentation of this idea, because we have more ideas and more. Because the idea was really that it would be a progression through different stages, you know? So like ideally you would come in and you would explore this space. And when you figured it out, we would have cues preset to trigger the next stage, you know, like the visuals would change and you'd be in a different world, as if you unlocked something. You know, you made the right exploration and you get rewarded by some change, some shift in the environment. I also had the notion that perhaps this would work very well as if these blue balls were a solar system sort of pattern, and there just wasn't time to do this, but I want to do this. Make the blue balls a solar system, and then you step into the space, and your white balls are sort of your craft to fly through, so they're still gravitating around you. And you step forward, and you fly forward through the solar system, and you step back, and you fly back, and you navigate. And you can cooperatively navigate this space, and in the same way, you find these hidden gems. So it's about exploring and finding the rewards, and figuring out just these kind of little puzzles, and being rewarded visually and orally. And that was what we were pushing for, and this is where we got.
Basically the issue that working with sound that I was most dealing with in the work that we've done with this, because this is about the third or fourth iteration that we've done, is figuring out how to map sounds or create meaningful musical gestures with the interactive input. And when we first started, we were doing mostly stuff with parameter shifting, so just having a sound and having it change very directly based on the user's gestures. But this sort of got old after a while. So with this iteration, what I was trying to do is explore the possibilities with larger form control. So something about the interaction of the user changing the form of the piece. And so this is sort of kind of what we landed on for that, in that each time you hit a ball, something that the sound that's associated with that ball changes. It moves up a stage and comes into the space more. And so each ball is trying to work back to its stage 0. So if nobody interacts with the piece, it eventually will settle and stay at that state. So it encourages user interaction in that you need to explore the space and find the balls and activate them, like that one there. As you hit it, it becomes more active and brighter, and the sound comes into the space more.